nice and sunny it is. The idea was to actually have gone to have a look at a castle today, but it's closed on Friday, so we're going to have to do that tomorrow. We're going to stay in the area, but we wanted to bring you to this spot that Netta found out about, and it's free. You can come here, and there's actually nobody else here but ourselves.
It's one
There's a man behind the building there.
Oh, was there? Oh, okay. And it's actually called Lamphey's Bishop's Palace. It was an area that the bishops would come away to. This guy sitting in the sun down there, I think maybe he's a caretaker or something. But yeah, Lamphey's is not, this spot is not very far from St. David's.
Yeah, this is from the 1320s and 30s.
Okay, so from the 1300s, around the 1320s, this is when it was built. And the bishops would come here, and this would be their retreat. They would come away from their normal practice as a bishop, I would think. It's got some. Oh, there's some stairs here. Should we go up?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's neat. Let's have a look. It's really nice with no one else here because we can't just do.
It's a mini lantern here.
Okay, it's a little bit dusty and dirty up here, but anyway.
Or ants.
No, I think it's maybe from bats or. It might be bats sleeping here to me.
Do you think there's bats in here?
I don't see any, but look at this little fireplace here. This little fireplace. And I would imagine if you had to put a firearm through, you could put something through there. But, yeah, this is interesting. It's quite dirty here. I'm sure it's a home of bats. Yeah. Now you can get up there and you can. Where? Dead?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, we'll come back and have a look at that spot. We'll just explore this building. It looks like a huge like manor type thing. A lot of the birds are nesting, I think, in those little spots up there. And it says there was a bird that had more likely fallen out, but it's. Yeah, I see there are birds inside here, they're nesting inside. I suppose if the little ones fall out, now you can see the nests inside here. Okay, let's just go inside with me. This is sad. When people come to, why they bother even to come to something like this? This is incredible.
At least we know they're likely to say it.
Yeah, but still big boy. You shouldn't be dumping rubbish.
No, but it's
I can just hear a buzzing sound. I don't know what it is.
bees. Look, up there.
It sounds like bees. Yeah, you can see them. Lots. There are bees.
There's a nest. In
Yeah,
the
they're coming out of this one right there. Yeah, it's a bee.
second one.
Must be bees nest in there. Okay, look at this building. That's incredible. And Tim, there's a fire. You can see with the chimney going up there, right at the top. Beautiful. Let's just see what it says here. I'll read it to you what it's. They say there were clues found here in the western hall tell us about the grandeur of the palace. Look at the window arch above you and to your left. Okay, I'm sure they're referring to that there.
To the left, yeah.
You'll see remnants of a cream plaster and a red painted flower set. Where's it? I'm just going to walk away and try and find it. Oh yes, okay.
What?
Oh, you can actually see it
flower there.
up there. You might not see it so well. Let's carry on seeing what it says about this. You'll see the remnants of a cream plaster and red painted flower set in a masonry pattern. There was beautifully carved stonework as well. Look either side of the left window. The whole hall was decorated like this. And with a roaring fire behind you, imagine the warm welcome given to favoured guests at Lamphey. I'll show you the picture they've got here so you can have an idea. Very, very, very fancy how it would have looked in those days. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, the big fireplace would have been on this side of the building. Huge. There's a big fireplace. There's a chimney right at the top. So it almost looked like there was it almost looks like there was another floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this would have been lower. I would take it that there was a floor here. And then
They trust on the drawing too. See this
yes,
floor
okay.
here and this downstairs and
Yeah,
upstairs.
okay, so this would have been underneath the, I don't know what they would have used this quarters for down here, but
Oh, it says here, taste changes. Around 1510, Bishop Robert Sherburne put in new glazed windows, added a latrine, and squeezed in an attic floor.
okay, so they even went up higher. Yeah, this is amazing. Really beautiful. As you can see how thick those walls were. Those walls look about I don't know, 1300 thick, maybe even more than that. Huh? And this would have been another, looks like another fireplace here. You just see there. It's incredible, eh, Tim?
It's even a bone here.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay, so we can go.
some of these towers are just a bit dirty and grubby.
Oh, they're very old. Yes, very so. It goes all the way back to 13. I think that's mentioned 1320.
Sounds like there's birds up here.
Go on first.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
You go
babies.
first. We will just wait.
No, but let's go. Tim, are you going to go or are you going to wait? Tim
I
said,
think there's some baby birds.
Okay.
if you want to come down, I can go and just have a look and make sure that we're not going to disturb anything.
I
Yeah,
see, it's right behind here. I see there's a nest
yeah.
in the...
Yeah, we just want to
in
be
the
careful.
wall.
It's not going to. I'll just. Hold it then.
Timothy,
Can I see?
I just want to check. I don't want to disturb any babies. Have a good little look here. Yeah, I just don't want to do that. Very steep.
No, they're all quiet. There was so much noise when I was there. You see right in front of you, up on the wall? The nest?
Yeah. Can't even believe there's actually somebody's left a soccer ball here. It's so weird, eh?
I'll take it.
I think we must.
Should I put it down there?
No. People been throwing rubbish around.
Soccer ball. Good find. Cannonball.
There's another room down there we can go and have a look at. Hmm. Tilly. Okay, I think we've got to go back down the way we came.
Got a wall back. There's only a wardrobe. in the region of his wardrobe.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. There's a lot of people been throwing all their rubbish down there, which is so sad. Okay, the little birds in this, their babies right here, so we don't want to disturb them. Let's go before we don't disturb them. Just please be. I can show you why I'm saying be careful. These steps are super steep. Now you don't want to fall down here. You do yourself some injury. Just very careful.
Oh, my pool's down here.
Okay, let's go. Look up here. Oh, look at that. I'm sure they would have had glass in there at one time. This is the chapel. I guess this would have been the chapel here. But you can see what I mean. These walls are over a meter. Okay, that's where we were. We were up here just a few minutes ago. And that's, you can see, yeah, that's the back, that's where people throw, or they've been throwing their rubbish.
That's a dustbin.
You come all the way to a beautiful place like this and then you throw your litter around.
Well, you need to get rid of your litter somewhere.
There's bins for that. To me, whatever you bring with you, that you take away.
I love this.
Yeah, they would have been stained glass, I would imagine. Oh, it's,
Beautiful.
So they had glass then.
Well, I put it in at 15.
yeah, yes, there's that, that's that chimney going up. You could just, and you've got all those arches up there. You could actually go up there as well. It's incredible. This is really a beautiful place. It must have looked like a palace in those days. It must have been beautiful. And it was just a place for the bishops to come away. It was like a retreat for them. It must have been very cold and damp, yeah, but still. Could have been a cellar, yeah, I don't know if they would have had wine. I suppose they would have had wine, no, yeah. I don't think they... Yeah, I don't think bishops and wine would have gone together, but I suppose they might have. But you imagine in winter time, it must have got really cold here. Yeah, there is a stick. We can get onto this other platform.
Huge, this one, huh?
Yeah. And with this blue sky, it's really...
And the green grass. The colours are just amazing.
I still think Sterling was bigger, wasn't it? Sterling.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a lot bigger, but it's also really nice.
And this is a sort of a fortification. There definitely is. I'm sure they had troops here as well. They would have had people here to look after in case anybody tried to ransack it or attack this place. I'm sure they would have had troops. We've got this step here. 13th century. Yeah, that would have been around the time of Robert the Bruce and Wallace. I think they were around the 13th century. I'm not too, but of course that was back in England. It says here, look up, and these arches at the top of this hall form an arcade parapet. These ornate walkways allowed the rainwater to run off the roof away from the walls. They were also the perfect place to impress guests, providing stunning views of the palace grounds. This hall takes its name from its builder, Bishop Henry de Goa. Now this area is known as Goa.
Ah, look at here. The cool undercroft below was used to store the bishop's wine.
So we were right.
Well, I was
You were right.
You're like, oh no, I don't think the priests were drinking.
Didn't. Oh, okay. So this place that we went to just before we came up here was where they stored the bishop's wine.
Not everything found here was drinkable. Found the graffiti left by soldiers during the Second World War.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that downstairs. Maybe we have to go back down.
Okay. Right, so this is now, we're actually above that wine cellar, this part of the, and it's got, those are the arches I think they were talking about. And then you've got another fireplace here. Again, you just imagine what this place would look like. They would have had this big fire here, this big roaring fire in this corner. That's the chimney going up there. There it is.
There's another place that I call garderobe, which is wardrobe in Norwegian. Out here. So it would be interesting to know if that's really what it is, and maybe it's garderobe in Welsh as well.
So yeah, there were troops here during the Second World War that left graffiti. Where was it? Underneath.
Yeah.
Evidently there's graffiti on the walls, but it's quite dark.
They put soldiers here.
They more likely did spend time here, and well, they more likely were stationed here. Okay, I've closed that one off so you can't get there. Let's see what this would have been. Garderobe.
It's got something here.
Yeah, it's. I wonder. Sometimes they even had toilets in these places. They were like just a long drop. Yeah, so this would have had a roof on it, yeah. Yeah, this was quite a nice surprise because we didn't. The front door was locked, so we weren't too sure if we could have got in. But Annette just came down the side, and the side door was open. Oh, we've been so lucky since we've been here in Wales. We've had maybe the nicest weather out of our whole trip.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yeah, this is number 4 in Wales. When we have had nice weather all the days, so just nicer and nicer every day.
And it's almost literally of the whole 10 months of travelling.
Yeah, nearly. Yeah.
Because there's no wind, it's not cold. We're able to walk with short sleeves.
In Spain, it's like 42 to 43 or
It
something.
is now,
It wasn't when we
but
were
not when we were there. And it was windy and the air was cold. And even in Morocco it was sunny but cold. But this is really... Okay,
The picture just comes out so much nicer when you have the nice weather. It's beautiful.
okay, I was going to see the arches on top of these. Well, I think you don't see them anymore. Because this picture that we're looking at, those arches, you can actually see here the header They had these towels here.
Yeah, I can't find
But
those.
those seem to have fallen down. They're not there anymore.
Unless they're from the outside.
But
'Cause
even
over here, it can.
these were looked like they were blocked up. But they were taken, it's all opened up now. But let's see if we can find some of that
Unless it
graffiti.
is from the outside.
We can look upwards. Oh, there's some cows next door. Yeah, just there's someone else come. We went and had a shower yesterday at one of the truck stops, one of the bus.
Truck stop.
Yeah, it was a truck stop. It was, but it had a
WH Smith.
yeah, it had a petrol station there and everything. Yeah,
Shell petrol station and WH Smith brand.
double H. And if you find one of those, normally you can get a shower, and the people are really nice. So we all managed to shower there.
WH Smith usually always have showers.
Yes.
If it's a PSO petrol station.
Yeah. What you do is you leave your car keys with them, and then you just go and have a shower, and it's really makes life quite pleasant when you're on the road, and you don't have to worry about heating water. And see if you can see any graffiti. They say there's graffiti there.
I haven't seen it. From spray cans?
No, they possibly might have just scratched or scraped on the wall itself. I know when we were
There's something here. It says drink.
oh, they mentioned something. Not everything was drinkable.
Drinking something.
Drinking water.
Oh yeah.
There it is, yeah.
Where's the tap?
No, it must
It
have
says
been
there-
maybe
there-
some water.
There's something here, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe water was running out there, but somebody wrote that evidently this was done by the soldiers that were staying
There's something
here.
in the black above it as well.
Yeah. This, maybe? Yeah, this. TH. Maybe it's RS. This. Something drinking.
This is not drinking water. or
Yeah.
something.
Okay, so there would have been water coming out. So that's from the Second World, the troops that were stationed here. Yeah, as I said, when we were, remember when we were at Carlisle, Tommy? When we went down into the dungeons there, they had a room. When I say dungeons, it was literally like two rooms
A
together.
wooden door and like a storage, like a little storage
Yeah,
box.
and they kept the Jacobites that were in prison. They kept them there, and of course,
They had to lick off the walls.
they actually had to lick the moisture from the walls because there wasn't. They weren't given.
Excuse me.
Bless you. And yes, so you can actually see marks evidently on the wall. We did look around. On these, so there are marks on the walls that is left by these Jacobites actually licking the walls. And yeah, that's if you watch that video, guys.
They only go to that blue stick over there. That blue.
It looks like they had been a door there.
Yeah, they've closed up a few of these spots. Yeah. So this was the bishop's wine cellar.
It's a ghost in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so getting back to the story about the Jacobites, a lot of them never ever made it. We were told, and I can't say whether this is accurate or not, but I always try and speak to people, and I was chatting to one of the ladies working there at the information, like a curio store there, and she said that that there is a legend, whether it's true or not, that a lot of they were going to kill a lot of the Jacobites, but they couldn't, obviously they weren't going to kill all of them, so they were to draw literally a straw, and those that got, I would think, the short straw were going to be executed, and the one who got the long straw was going to be allowed to go. And this song, that Scottish song, which you take the high road and I take a low road, and we both highway.
Is that?
Yeah. And we both meet again, but that, I don't know the exact words of that, but you can listen to them, I'm sure. But what it was meaning is that the guy who got the short straw would be executed and sent back, and he was going to arrive back, but he, as with the other guy who would be alive, one would take the high road and one would take the low road. I'm just waffling away here, so.
So nice and warm.
It is, it's got a lovely temperature.
It's just a bit chilly inside us.
Yeah, this is, it's like a little bit of an underground room. It's just underneath this roof here. Anything's possible, eh? Yeah, because you wonder what these little dark rooms are. Yeah, and you never know. We're walking around here. There could be something underneath this here as well. There could be passages leading underneath this ground. One would never know unless you started digging, or you.
It's quite a small place, but it's enough to see.
Yeah, I suppose it's not too.
Exploring to do. It's not like huge, but it's got like,
Yeah.
it's fun to walk around.
Okay.
This is where I lived in. That's close to where Miss Molly is.
Okay, so okay. This okay. So if you came down here, there's Miss Molly parked. You might see her. You
Why
might not.
can't you get here?
Anyway, she's parked outside.
Somebody's trying to dig under.
Yeah, possibly. Don't know why, because there's no charge.
I know, and it's so easy to walk.
Just walk around and open the gate.
And the walls here are not very high to climb.
No. Well, it gives Timmy an opportunity to jump around in it. They have another room, yeah. Yeah, they're really, I'm sure people were living in here. They're more likely were rooms for the bishops, you know. Must be very cold and damp. In winter time it's been miserable. But it's, I'm glad we didn't miss it, because it doesn't take a lot of driving to get through Wales. So sorry, I was saying that yesterday when we had the shower, there was a, yeah, we will tell you about that as well. Timmy just mentioned behind me. We found these brochures there, so we got stacks of brochures, so we can find a lot of places to explore. But Timmy's right. On our way home, and Netta spotted a shop.
And they even got pies there.
Yeah.
Pies.
And what are they?
Vegan,
And
gluten-free.
vegan and gluten-free. So we got fish and chips last night,
Those were so good.
and
Curry gravy, mushy peas, fish.
all
chips.
gluten-free and vegan.
That was
So that's the second time in the UK. The other time we found a little place, and that was in Nottingham, and they also had gluten, and it was a busy little shop too. There were a lot of people going in, and it was really nice. And another thing, they sell pies there. We don't know.
Oh,
We haven't We just were told by the... Here's something here. You can actually see...
So you're here now, and then
yeah, it's... A lot of it's collapsed now, but... Yeah,
So this here, that there is that.
There's actually a big pond by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this big pond on the one side.
And that must be that over there.
Yeah, so
That
you're
must
right,
be
Timmy. That tower.
That there must be there, and that tower must be there.
Yeah. And there's there's another building over here.
And
That's that one down there.
It looks like there's a garden.
And this building here must be there.
Yeah.
And
there was an entrance. There was an entrance in this corner.
there.
Yeah, maybe it's where we walked down.
Oh, there.
Oh no,
it's going the other way.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are some buildings that have come down. Like behind us, there's a building that's no longer there, and this building here, this one's no longer here. But that one is, I think.
That's that one there.
Yeah.
And the arch doesn't show here.
Yeah, you're right. There was an arch. Yeah. Maybe it's even there. I don't know.
That one's gone.
But you can see it's quite a nice size property.
Oh.
Lamphey Bishop's Palace. The word palace
Gives us a clue.
yeah, it gives us a clue. So there's a bit of bird dropping smack in the writing there.
Oh.
The word palace gives us a clue as to what this place used to look like. Lamphey was built by a succession of wealthy and influential bishops of St. David's between the 13th and 16th centuries. It was a place to entertain guests and provide income to sustain the fashionable lifestyle of a bishop. So a bishop lived very, very well in those days. Explore Lamphey and discover the lives of these moneyed men of the cloth. Okay, so it was quite a thing to obviously be a bishop, huh? You lived very, very well. Okay, we were lucky. Now the people are starting to arrive. And I can see another little board. We can have a look at that and see what it says here. And I'll just read it too. Living off the land. A large amount of the bishop's wealth came from the estates, and Lamphey was a money spinner. You are now standing in what was a massive corn barn. Okay, so I said this
long building,
this was knocked down. So where we're standing now used to be a barn, stretching the length of this wall. The gaps are for ventilation. Okay, I thought there might be something else. It was built to store the vast amount of grain produced by the tenant farmers. A barn of this size tells us how profitable the state must have been. A dovecote deer park, a dovecote, or dove, yeah, I don't know what that is. A deer park and 4 ponds supplied meat and fish. Their orchards provided apples and vegetables like cabbages and leeks.
Wow, so they're all like
So
self-sufficient in this.
Yeah. Yeah, a dovecote. I'm not too sure. Maybe that was pigeons or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this here, where the grass is used to be the barn. It's where they stored all the corn. They did say corn, eh? Yeah.
Corn barn.
That's really... You enjoy it, Timmy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be smaller there. I thought it was going to not be big towers, but it is big towers. And this whole wall is around it.
Yeah.
And this is the original.
I think we've got to do a short shelf foot of you, Tim.
And this is the original wall, yeah.
This is all definite. This is all the original.
Maybe the stained glass or something like that, because that's quite extraordinary there.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, take care. Look after yourselves. See you again. Cheers.
One last thing. Our goal for this year is 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, give a subscription down below.
Thank you.
It's free.
Free. Not even a cent. So,
Bye.
bye.
Cheers.
Subscribe. Bye.
Bye.